Happy Monday to you. Good morning. Our headlines for today include the following. Quiet morning out there. It's just going to be quiet day and cold all day. Some sun, but also some flurries anticipated here today. Tomorrow will become windy, but tomorrow we're also looking at a cold rain settling in here for the evening hours. And that may transition to some snow here Wednesday morning. Friday morning, we're looking at the potential for some light snow. The weekend looking really cold, both Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday, we're watching for another round of some snow. 17 degrees currently out at O'Hare. It is 7 in Joliet and Aurora, 9 right now in DeKalb, 10 degrees currently in Valparaiso. Our skies right now partly to mostly cloudy. Little disturbance out to our west. That's what may spread a few flurries in here, but I'm going to take you to tomorrow evening because that's when we get a cold rain that moves into the area. Temperatures are going to be rising probably overnight into Wednesday morning. And Wednesday morning then, it's looking like this could end as a band of some light snow. God bless you. Our average high today is 39 degrees. Average low is in the mid-20s. Right now, we're at 17 degrees currently at O'Hare. Air is pretty calm, so wind chill temperature exactly the same. Mid-20s for highs today, a couple days above freezing, but then, oh, does it get cold for the weekend. Diane.
All right, let's take a look at the big picture to start things off, and we still have very busy conditions on the Ryan, inbound Stevenson. Outbound, that crash is now gone, so the delay is absolutely gone. Cleared on the outbound side. Inbound Ike, that's the only place we're seeing some delays as far as the Eisenhower is concerned. The Kennedy, though, we are seeing delays in both directions now, both to and from the O'Hare area. Southbound on I-57, we are seeing a delay here because of a crash near Volmer. In fact, we're seeing a Gabers delay northbound, and then that delay begins southbound where that crash is. State Police, they are on the scene there. We should hopefully get this crash out of the way fairly soon. Out to the tollways we go to check out this crash northbound on the Tri-State. It's technically between Oakton and Dempster. You see it right there on the left shoulder. A couple vehicles involved. One remains there on the scene. So it is not causing necessarily delays because it's in the lane, but people are stopping because you also have another vehicle that was involved in the right shoulder. So that's what's slowing things down there. Val and Terrell?
Okay, got it, Diane. Now to the controversy over those September boat strikes in the Caribbean. Democrats are demanding the Trump administration release the full video of the attacks that killed 11 people, including survivors of the initial strike. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the very latest from Capitol Hill. Nicole.
Yeah, Val, good morning to you. And here on Capitol Hill, Democrats are pressuring the Trump administration to release the video of that second controversial strike on an alleged drug boat off Venezuela. But Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is not making any promises. This morning, growing pressure on the Trump administration to release the full video of those September strikes on an alleged drug boat that killed 11 people, including 2 people who initially survived.
It's really important that people see what it looks like when the full force of the United States military is turned on 2 guys who are clinging to a piece of wood.
Congressman Jim Hines, the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee who has seen the footage, says the attack could have violated international law. Republicans defending the attack.
It looked at one point like they were trying to flip the boat back over, presumably to rescue its cargo and continue their mission.
A source tells ABC News that after the initial strike, the video shows the survivors clinging for their lives to the wreckage of the overturned boat, appearing incapacitated and waving to something overhead. Another source says roughly 40 minutes after that first attack, the military struck again, killing those survivors. President Trump last week saying he supports the release of the full video.
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release, no problem.
But Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth less decisive.
We're reviewing that right now.
And this morning, growing questions over the legality of the operation. The U.S. has hit more than 20 suspected drug boats since September, killing nearly 80 people. So far, the administration has not shown evidence they were actually smuggling drugs. So, Val, we will continue to follow this very carefully.
All right, Nicole, thank you for that update. And coming up, from one grant to a groundbreaking movement, how Stuart Scott's Memorial Fund is uncovering why cancer outcomes differ so sharply for Black women. Plus, a warning from the I-Team as scammers are cashing in on holiday job seekers, how to spot fake offers and protect your personal info.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
20 past the hour, there will be no city council meeting tonight in South Suburban Harvey. Last month's meeting was also canceled. Harvey is dealing with a fiscal crisis. Employees have lost jobs, including firefighters.
Many homeowners have been shocked by high property tax bills, and today the Cook County Assessor's Office will try to help. There's a meeting tonight to explore possible savings. It's one of 3 events scheduled this week. The goal is to focus on Chicago neighborhoods that have seen the largest increase in property tax bills. Tonight's event will be at New Mount Pilgrim Baptist Church. That is on Washington and Kildare. It starts at 6:30.
And you can help us to make the holidays bright for children throughout our area. We're kicking off the Disney Ultimate Toy Drive. We're inviting you to help Tracy stuff the big bus Toy Express this Friday. We'll be live throughout the morning, loading that bus from Steinhoffels in Downers Grove, and then from 11 to 12:15 at the Steinhoffels in Schaumburg. Bring a new unwrapped toy and make the season bright.
All right, get ready for a rookie sensation. A new face is taking the ABC7 studio by storm this afternoon.
Yeah, the winner of the ABC7 Junior Sportscaster Contest. 12-year-old West Wilkes right here, stepping up to the mic to show off his skills. Thousands of you voted on the top 10 finalists last month. West came out on top. His creative video even had graphics. That's our ABC7 logo right there in the background. Looks legit. West goes to Leonard Regional Gifted Center in West Chatham.
Hey everyone, I'm making this video to say thank you to all of you who voted for me in the Junior Sportscaster Contest, which I won, by the way. Knowing that I have your support will help me to work hard and have fun in the future. Whether you sent a message, shared a link, or just in general believed and voted for me means the world. I can't wait for my ABC7 debut December 8th. See you there.
All right, so don't miss it. Tune in tonight, 6 p.m. to see West anchor a real sportscast right here on ABC7. His big debut is going to be one for the highlight reel.
I can't wait to hear what he thinks of actually being here and doing it live in front of millions of people. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, right now we're going to join our Good Morning America viewers. Tanya Babbage is here. She'll have a news update on TV in just a bit, and you'll see that here as well.
And when we come back this morning, job offer in your inbox. Pump the brakes. Holiday scammers are cashing in. What to watch for coming up next.
Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:23. I'm Tanya Babbage. A driver lost control in a deadly crash overnight. Police say the driver hit several parked cars and a semi-truck. A 31-year-old woman who was a passenger in the car died. This happened at Diversey and Avers in Logan Square. At last check, that driver is in the hospital. Citations are pending. Let's get a check of the ABC7 AccuWeather forecast. Here's meteorologist Tracy Butler.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Ooh, this cold? Yeah, that's our biggest issue weather-wise right now. 9 in DeKalb, 7 in Aurora, 5 in Morris, 10 in Valparaiso, and 17 degrees out at O'Hare. Fortunately, it's not very windy, so we don't have a big difference between wind chills and temperatures this morning, but just plain cold all day with highs today in the mid-20s. As for tomorrow, it will become more windy, lots of clouds tomorrow, and rain is going to move in here tomorrow evening. Temperatures will be rising, so it is looking as though it will be just a cold rain. But the big news this week, really ahead to this weekend, bitterly cold conditions. We'll take a break, Diane, after this.
If you want total health care from a provider you trust,
Hi, Blair.
right in the palm of your hand, if you want soup, sweatpants, and zero in-person contact, if you want wellness wherever, our virtual primary care delivers with great website manner.
No worries.
So choose your doctor from our profiles and enjoy the healthiest online relationship you've ever had. House calls have evolved. Advocate Healthcare.
Welcome back. Getting pretty busy out there on the roads. Lots of travel times are pretty high. I would put them at about 55 minutes and under to get mostly inbound, but we've got some outbound delays that are just about that high. For example, the outbound side of the Kennedy. Have this crash southbound on I-57 causing some major delays. The crash itself near Bulmert's in the right shoulder, but we also have a little bit of a northbound delay. That's a Capers delay as people are stopping to look at that crash on the southbound side. Then we've got word of a crash. Now this one, we don't know what direction it is on the Ryan because we're waiting for crews to get there, but it's inbound on the Stevens and it's on the exit ramp to what we believe is the inbound side of the Ryan. That's where we're seeing the heaviest delay, but we'll wait to see when IDOT gets there to get the exact location.
Here's a new jobs scam quick tip. Whether you're still looking for a holiday job or something more permanent, the Better Business Bureau says job scams are hitting hard this holiday season. The BBB says employment scams just from May through September cost people more than $85,000 locally. Nationwide, the FTC says text message scams cost Americans over $420 million last year. The fake offers come through texts and emails, and some scammers may even hold phony video interviews. It's all to trick you into handing over your social security number, driver's license, or banking information. Be skeptical of unsolicited job offers. Never click links or reply yes to confirm your number. Bottom line, never hand over money to get a job. Jason Knowles, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
All right, good to know. Coming up this morning, streaming at 7, Stuart Scott's impact didn't end on the anchor desk a decade later. His legacy is helping researchers close dangerous cancer gaps. The breakthrough work, his name, set in motion, coming up next.
It wasn't a must-win, but the Bears wanted it bad. Kat from ESPN 1000 breaks down the nail-biter against the Green Bay Packers that did not end in our favor. Coming up.
Plus, the podcast mic is hot, but some voices are still waiting in the wings. Who's missing from the airwaves?
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. Live look outside of our beautiful city from our camera over at Navy Pier. And yeah, snow covered.
Looks cold.
It is cold. The looks are certainly
not deceiving.
Not
Exactly.
deceiving. That's
Yeah.
correct. Looks cold. It is cold. It's going to be cold all day long, really. At best, we max out in the mid-20s. Our average high is 39. But yeah, if you think this is cold, wait till the weekend. It's really going to be ridiculous. Diane.
All right, let's go out there and tell you what's going on the road. So really busy conditions out there, very normal for this time of the morning, right? We're not seeing anything extraordinary on the roads. We still have an ongoing situation northbound on the tri-state near Oakton. Let's go to our tow camera. We had this crash involving a couple vehicles. Everything is now on the left shoulder. We initially had another vehicle on the right shoulder. It looks like that one. Oh, it might still be there. Yeah, there it is. So they're just waiting for a tow, but in the meantime, it is causing some pretty significant delays.
All right. Thank you, Diane. Now we want to get to today's talkers, and Bears fans will certainly be talking about this one.
Chicago dropped its 4th game of the season to the Packers yesterday in Green Bay. The Bears offense was slow to get going, but found their footing in the second half. Chicago, down by double digits in the third quarter, became roaring back. They had a chance to win this thing in the end, but the Packers hung on to win it 28-21 to take over first place in the NFC North. Cat from ESPN.
We got to say it for a week.
Say that again?
We got to say we were first place for a week.
You're right. You're right. And I guess to be knocked out of first place by them. This morning, Cat from ESPN 1000 talked about Chicago's playoff path over the next 4 weeks.
Well, 2 weeks you get the Packers, and I think that'll be for the division championship. It'll be super cool. But you got to take care of business first. I'm always one game at a time. That Cleveland team is not good, but they do have Myles Garrett, and he can be a game wrecker. Can't have a letdown. Find a way to win a football game. Get yourself your 10th win, and then Green Bay comes here for a Saturday night affair that will be electric.
Okay. So Chicago 9-4 in the season. They're in second place in the NFC North. They're now getting ready to welcome the Cleveland Browns on Sunday here at Soldier Field.
Which we should beat.
We should, yeah.
Yeah.
To say the least, right.
So he was ready to shred the cheese and everything.
Oh, wow.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I really do.
I know. I saw your post with you and Nick, and you said that was the one day.
Yeah. Well, this is our tradition.
That was your
these two
tradition.
Games, yep. These 2 games. I knew he was up there going, "Sorry, sweetheart."
Mm-hmm.
I was down there yelling, "Really, Nick? You couldn't get."
I know, right?
Yeah, we were all saying that at home yesterday. But it was all that last play, and that's the thing. I told my dad. I told my mom. I said, "We can't go. Nobody breathe." It was getting late. I'm like, "Nobody move because this is when it happens."
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that coming?
So when they were about to make the play, I turned to my dad and I said, "I genuinely don't know what the right answer is." He said, "It's smarter to go for the first than it is for the touchdown. It'll be a heck of a lot harder to get that touchdown." And I was like,
yeah, did you guys see? I mean,
I think we're all like.
Didn't everybody go, "Why didn't he run the ball?"
Right.
Did you think that, or did
Yes.
because he's done it before,
Right.
because he's capable, because he is the comeback kid, because he makes those plays in the last 2 seconds of these games.
Right, but there was almost 30. So save it for the 2 seconds, run it, get the 1 yard, and then get 4 more tries to do that.
You're lucky I have a voice today, but saying all those things to the TV, but the TV was not responding back.
No, you and all the other TVs in Chicago, because that's what everybody was saying. And then you just gotta imagine, that locker room has been so jubilant the last 4 or 5 weeks, and we've looked forward to that. And you gotta imagine, what do you? Where does that fall?
And that's the thing. And they played well. It's not like it was like, oh,
it was 2 good teams, right?
You know, it's like they had injuries, we had injuries. It was like almost like an even playing field, so to speak. And then it was just like that last play that.
Redemption comes in 2 weeks. I didn't know it was a Saturday night game.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't either.
What's that about?
Yeah, I don't know. Guess we're
and it's here. It's local.
Holidays coming. Maybe there isn't a game on Thursday night because Thursday is Christmas. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's probably something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure it's probably something like that. Yeah.
It's gonna be good though.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I don't know. I still want to stay optimistic, but
yes,
and you should
stay optimistic.
Yes.
Oh yes,
yes.
Yeah.
I just feel like that gets in their heads.
They've done a lot of good things.
Okay,
a lot more to do.
Good team. Yeah. All right, we're streaming out loud
I
this
just wish
morning.
we won.
It would have been nice, right?
Yeah.
Keep the streak going.
Yeah.
Get to that Super Bowl.
Reminds me of when we lost to Morgan Park.
Oh no.
It took me a while to get
Yeah, well, that's okay. It's going to take us a while too. All right.
We'll get a break in. We're back with more in 90 seconds.
It's solved in the
there. Happy Monday to you. Okay, brace yourself for this. 17 right now out at O'Hare, 20 at Midway. But look at some outlying spots. I mean, these are the actual temperatures. 9 in DeKalb, 5 in Morris. It's really a bitter cold morning out there. I mean, these temperatures are well below the average low, especially when you get well out to the west. And even over in northwest Indiana, 10 is no picnic, certainly. High temperatures today topping out in the mid-20s. At times, we're getting some thin spots in the clouds, offering a little bit of sun, but I also believe we will have some flurries around here, maybe later this afternoon and during the evening. Tomorrow, wind speeds increase, clouds increase, temperatures increase. That could lead us to a cold rain here tomorrow evening. So we're looking for those temperatures to continue to rise basically overnight, Tuesday into Wednesday. Then Wednesday morning, we'll probably see a transition to a band of snow coming our way. Right now, Thursday looks fairly quiet, let's hope, before we get a few snow showers Friday morning. The weekend, downright cold. Diane.
All right, let's get out there and talk about what's going on off of the expressways. We begin with a crash out in Long Grove, Lake Cook, and Route 53, and you can see the delays right there on Lake Cook. So a heads up there. We do have some authorities in that intersection. Take a look at the big picture. The Kennedy is recovering sort of on the inbound side. We're seeing some pockets of traffic opening up, and the outbound side getting a little bit better as well. About a 45-50-minute trip right now to get out to O'Hare. Still have an ongoing situation southbound on I-57 near Vollmer, where we're seeing about a 2-mile delay because of a crash there. We're also seeing about a mile of a Gabers delay on the northbound side, so heads up there. Val and Terrell.
Got it, Diane. Thank you. Today is a huge day for podcasts. Some of the biggest shows in the country are up for a Golden Globe.
Yeah, but while the mic is hot, one issue is clear. The medium still struggles with diversity. New research is digging into why and which voices are being left out. ABC's Sophie Flay has more.
There's no denying it. Podcasts are the medium of the moment.
Daddy Gang, can you hear me?
This one's a crazy story.
Roughly 115 million Americans consume them every week. That's approaching Super Bowl numbers. So who are we listening to? Studies show it's mostly white men.
Across the top 100 podcasts, it tilts primarily male. Only 36% of all hosts are women behind the mic.
Dominating the charts this year, podcasters who have become household names like Theo Von, Shane Gillis, and in the #1 spot, Joe Rogan.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Who are they interviewing? Women make up just 18% of guests on podcasts hosted by men. That's even lower for women of color.
Only 7% of the top 100 podcast hosts are women of color. There's a lot of folks whose needs and interests aren't being met.
Experts say when one group dominates the mic, it creates echo chambers, leaving out opposing or differing views. Research suggests algorithms often favor established male-hosted shows, making it harder for new voices to break through. Meanwhile, as podcasts shape more of our culture, they're being recognized for the first time at a major award show, the Golden Globes. A major step for an industry some say deserve more respect.
There's been this unwillingness to really embrace it because anyone can just grab a podcast microphone, sit on a camera, and start talking and call themselves a podcaster.
Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
It's a thing.
It is the thing.
Very much a thing.
Like, do you do video? Do you start off with the video? Do you start off with just the voice?
I think you do both.
Really?
Yeah, I think you do a vodcast.
Ooh.
That's just me.
A vodcast?
Video
Is that what they're
podcast.
called?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a thing.
Vodcast. I thought you were making something up for me since I'm Val.
Oh, that's actually great.
I'm kidding.
Val's Vodcast.
Oh!
Yes!
I know. Boy, we just built that on TV.
Oh,
right?
Tony and his alliteration. Lovely producer. No, it wasn't. I'm kidding.
Gosh, it's good stuff.
Yeah,
And maybe an opportunity there if you're watching right now. And
sounds like it.
Yeah,
Sounds
maybe
like
got
there
an
is
idea.
definitely
There's some
room for
space.
something.
Yes, and folks, right. We are streaming out loud this morning. When we come back on the way, there is this Stuart Scott this morning. He changed the sports world, and now his legacy is changing science.
You're going to hear all about that coming up in just a bit. 10 years after ESPN legend Stuart Scott lost his battle with cancer, his legacy is still reshaping how we fight the disease.
Yeah, through the V Foundation Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund, more than $22 million has gone to scientists trying to answer one urgent question. Why does cancer hit some communities harder and take more lives?
One of the first doctors his fund supported says that money didn't just launch a project. It actually sparked a movement for women long overlooked in cancer research. Our colleague Tamara Scott from WTVD shows us how her uncle's Booyah spirit is still powering breakthroughs.
You likely remember my uncle Stuart Scott from his catchphrases and authentic way of telling stories. Well, each year in New York, Booyah lives on in the form of a gala that highlights his other legacy, hope.
I was just so excited because it was actually the first grant that I had written on cancer disparities.
Dr. Victoria Bay Jump was among the first scientists to get support from Stuart Scott's research fund back in 2015. But if you can believe it, she had no idea who he was.
No. But my husband's loves sports, so as soon as he heard, he was like, oh my gosh, I know who that is.
She would soon come to know what the rest of the world already knew.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow. Booyah! Last time we saw you on the court, 98, the pose, the shot.
Not just the Sports Center legend, but the man whose name would help her change lives.
Endometrial cancer is really a pretty underfunded, understudied cancer, even though outcomes are really worsening for endometrial cancer.
Underfunded, understudied, and for Black women, unforgiving.
Is that actually Black women die at twice the rate of white women from endometrial cancer. And we don't really 100% know why the outcomes are worsening.
Stuart's grant did more than sound good on paper. It helped them start digging into the why.
Some of the things that we noted using that grant money was actually differences in genomic profiles between the tumors of Black and white women, and also differences in treatment outcomes.
Those first dollars helped uncover the early clues, and those clues helped launch the Carolina Endometrial Cancer Study.
So women get interviewed, they undergo a bunch of surveys, we get their medical records, we look at how do they present, how were they diagnosed, how they were treated, what happened.
A study that now reaches across all 100 counties in North Carolina, turning stories, charts, and tumor samples into answers.
Just recently, we were awarded a grant from NIH NCI of over $11 million, so $11.2 million, I guess, in total, to establish a specialized program in excellence, or SPOR, at UNC with our study team that is actually specifically focused on cancer disparities.
That is one grant growing into a specialized program and a whole new way of attacking endometrial cancer disparities. Since 2015, the Stuart Scott Fund has awarded $22.5 million to 64 grantees, led more than 10,000 publications and over 1,500 patents. They've also connected to 100 plus clinical trials and helped those scientists bring in more than $2.5 billion in additional research funding.
You beat cancer by how you live, why you live, and in the manner in which you live.
All of it aimed at a reality researchers like Dr. Bay Jump cannot ignore.
Black women have been very underrepresented, and so it's harder to really understand where the disparity is coming from. Everyone is touched by cancer in some way, and I feel like it's the greatest mission to improve cancer outcomes, to improve and decrease risk from cancer.
So for her, that mission is where my uncle's legacy keeps working. Beyond the highlights, in the lives that get more time because his lasting legacy funded the science.
And the annual Booyah Gala will be in New York on December 10th. To donate, you can head to the V Foundation online.
And you can also watch the premiere of ESPN's 30 for 30 documentary on Stuart's life and legacy at 8 Chicago time on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Coming up this morning, they met in class, fell in love, and for the first time share how they literally took the plunge again.
That story and much more ahead after a short 90 seconds.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
One couple is making waves with their second chance at love.
Oops, sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, well, if you're going swimming this morning,
Not in this.
not in the lake, certainly indoor pools somewhere, perhaps, if you get out there and do laps. But today, yes, still the cold. It's here. Maybe even a few flurries coming our way here this afternoon.
All right, now we can talk about this one couple is making waves with their second chance at love. We first met them during Thanksgiving.
And this morning, we are hearing from the newlyweds for the first time. ABC's Danny New shows us how their YMCA class became the setting for a playful poolside wedding.
A few weeks ago in Maryville, Illinois, the YMCA's water aerobics class took a day off from swimming.
We canceled the class, but everybody that was coming to the class came to the wedding.
Instead, the class congregated to celebrate the wedding of Ed and Marlene here, who met in this very class 3 years ago. As Marlene put it,
"We're right where we want to be, in class."
Where it all started.
Where it all started.
The festivities began with Ed and Marlene each exiting their respective locker rooms. Ed in a tuxedo shirt, top hat, and cane, and Marlene in a bridal shirt, veil, and tutu. Once they entered the pool, their aquatics director began the ceremony with their classmates standing by and other YMCA patrons still getting their laps in behind them.
Everybody was just great. And I think everybody had a ball, but they're still talking about it.
Well, their love may look effortless now, but at first, Ed and Marlene understandably were hesitant about another relationship. They both had lost their spouses of many years around the same time in 2019 and 2020, and neither thought they would ever marry again.
You know, right person hit the right charm. Here I am, married man again.
Needless to say, they met in class, became friends, and before long were launching naval attacks in the pool.
We start getting playful. We start splashing each other, and until the lifeguard blows her whistle at us.
Couple of bad boys.
Yeah. Bad boys, yeah.
Big surprise, their wedding was playful too. In fact, not only was there a bouquet toss, but at one point, Ed reached underwater and took her garter.
Then I threw it to the only single guy in the pool.
And then they held each other during their first dance, with their classmates swaying in a circle around them. But then it was time to splash each other.
It seems like you're never going to stop splashing each other.
No, not going to happen.
By the way, Ed has 37 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, and 4 great-great-grandchildren. So he likes to joke that as soon as Marlene said I do, she became a great-great-grandmother. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
She inherited the entire family. And it looks like she has no regrets. That's so sweet.
Not at all.
That's so sweet.
I love this.
I do too.
And their little outfits.
Yeah, right? And just smiles. There's smiles and like, just think they all thought, oh, well, you know, we'll just be widows for the rest of our life. And then they found love again at this age. And to not be alone. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So cute. A very unique idea, too.
It is, right? It's a cool place for a wedding. Now let's get you caught up on what's trending today.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 dominated the box office in its opening weekend, earning $63 million, according to studio estimates. The supernatural horror film's debut marks the biggest opening for the weekend after Thanksgiving and the largest for a PG-13 movie this year. Zootopia 2 landed in second place with $43 million, followed by Wicked for Good in third. Sylvester Stallone, Kiss, and Gloria Gaynor were among the luminaries celebrated at the annual Kennedy Center Honors. President Trump hosted Sunday's gala in Washington, a first for a U.S. president. The honorees were celebrated for their influence on American culture and the arts. And happy birthday, Nicki Minaj. The singer-songwriter is 43. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Wow, that outfit.
I know, nice, right? She looked great.
You were looking at the outfit, and I was looking at her covering up the mic. Like, I always feel like when singers talk like this is because they're not really singing. Like when they hold the mic so close like that, I'm like, they don't want you to see their lips.
Oh, see, now I'm not going to be able to unsee that.
Right? I mean, why else would they like cover everything up? I did.
Yeah.
I always did. I'm like, not singing.
Right. National Brownie Day today. Go get you a brownie, a nice one. Big one.
A la mode.
That's right.
Ooh.
Ooh, yes.
Maybe a little.
Whipped cream.
Oh yeah, that's what you would say, Tracy. That's not what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
You know, the little thing that you can get from the fun store these days.
Oh, so a fun brownie.
A fun brownie. That's what they call it these days. That's right.
I thought
That's the only one.
Clutching my pearls.
Clutching my pearls.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a great day. We'll see you in a few minutes at 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.